Hello darlings, you're locked into Uncle Drummer TV all the way from London town. Make sure you keep it locked to Hot Topics.
Yeah, so how you doing, Reeny Kins?
I'm good, loving the weather.
Yeah,
absolutely
it's
loving
very
it.
hot.
It is, it's nice.
Yeah, you had a good day today, yeah?
Yeah, long, but it's all good, it's productive, so it's all
That's
good.
right, that's the word, productive.
Productive, that's what we like,
All right.
productivity.
All right, big up. So yeah, we're going to jump straight into this, yeah?
Cool, yep.
All right, Reeny Kins, so what's your background?
In terms of
Like
what
ethnic,
I do, or ethnic,
yeah,
so
background, yeah.
I'm from West Indian background. My mum Jamaican, my dad's British, but parents are St. Lucian, so I guess I'm a Caribbean girl, born in Britain.
All right,
basically.
that's a good mix.
Definitely.
It's a good mix. And how did the name Reeny Kins come about?
My uncle made it up for me years ago with basically a combination of my first name and my second name. And my uncle was the only person that called me that for years. And then I think I got to like college maybe and people started calling me that, and then from there it just kind of picked up.
What, did the people in college know your uncle?
No, they didn't know, but they just put their own combination together as well. And
So you was promoting the name then, yeah?
No, not even. It's just a case of people, obviously they know my first name, they know my surname. It's kind of strange because my uncle was the only person for years kind of thing. But
so he put that together?
He put that together.
And then other people somehow, some way started to put it together?
And that I got branded with Reeny Kins.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
All right. So how old was you when you first started your poetry? Because you do poetry, right?
I do.
Is it only poetry that you do?
Yeah, it's poetry.
Yeah, so how old was you when you started that?
To be honest, for me poetry is quite recent. I'd say maybe in like the past 4 or 5 years, so maybe 22 I kind of started my poetry.
So it was a late start, but it was a good start at the same time?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, great stuff. Alright then, so who was the first person that you started to like sing your poetry or speak your poetry to, and what was their reaction?
I think mainly my friends, but my close friends. The first ever poem I wrote, I remember writing it and thinking, yeah, this is so sick. And then after it's like, is it sick or do I just think it's sick because I wrote it? So I remember I sent it to a few of my close friends just for them to kind of read over, and the feedback was good. So that got me just kind of ready to confident and kind of ready to just kind of start writing a bit more. But yeah, I'd say my friends, my mum, even though sometimes I think, are you listening? No, you're not. No, parent.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. But yeah, I'd probably say kind of close friends and family were the people that kind of helped me to build my confidence.
Close friends and family, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. So, what inspired you to become a poet?
For me, I think it's kind of a journey that I've gone through in my life of kind of learning a bit more about myself and kind of learning to embrace myself and who I am, kind of getting more in touch with my roots and where I come from, do you know what I mean, on a deeper level. And I think to kind of writing poetry itself kind of stems, I remember a couple of years back I stemmed across one of Maya Angelou's poems.
Yeah, Maya Angelou, yeah.
Yeah. Do you say Maya? Maya.
Is it Maya Angelou her name, isn't it?
I don't know, we can have this debate all day. Maya Angelou.
Maya, alright, well, let's say Maya, yeah, for now. Alright,
just
cool.
call her the doctor.
Alright.
But yeah, I can't remember where I kind of was reading it. I'd heard it before, but I kind of studied it this particular time that I was reading it, and kind of it was at a time where I was kind of going through this journey of kind of growing and becoming my own person kind of thing. I remember reading that, and it kind of the words kind of really hit me, and from there I kind of just wanted to kind of experiment for myself to see how good. I mean, I think I'm someone that I can be quite expressive, and I believe that sometimes putting your expressions down onto paper can be quite a good thing to do. So
would you say that you're a kind of chameleon type of person? Like you might see someone do something and you think to yourself, "Wow, let me try that."
Not in the sense of I'm a
not in a bad way. Not in a bad way.
If something inspires me, if I'm inspired, do you know what I mean? If someone inspires me or something, doesn't have to be a person, but if I'm inspired, kind of thing, then if it's something that I feel that I'm capable of, or sometimes it's something that I've always maybe thought of doing it, but I've never done it. I've kind of suppressed it, and I've been inspired, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And sometimes I see it as, oh right, that must be a kind of sign for me to take it on board and see what I can do with it. So
See,
I guess
that's good, you know, because you know, like you got like me up until lately.
yeah,
If I had something inside of me,
Yeah.
I would have never done it because I would have been shy, or I thought people would have laughed at me.
Yeah.
But now I'm at the stage where I don't business.
yeah.
But
And that was me. Like my whole childhood. Ask anybody. Everyone knows me as the quiet child kind of family. I was always the quiet child, kind of very shy.
Yeah.
So, like I said, it was just a part of my own kind of personal growth, just to
Development.
kind of develop my own voice and to kind
Yeah.
of just express myself openly. So.
that's good. And when did that start? Like 22, yeah?
Yeah, but in poetry per se, but I'd say maybe from college age, maybe kind of 18, 19, I kind of started to explore, kind of became a bit more open.
Yeah, for real.
And it kind of just went from there, really.
All right then. So who is your best artist, or what? So you listen to Maya Angelou, yeah?
Yeah,
That inspired you.
yeah.
Was you listening to any type of music that you thought might have added to the recipe?
Well, I'm a reggae lover.
Yeah.
That's a big, and you can even see on my T-shirt.
Yeah.
And I've always been, like from school days, even when everyone was into garage and MC, and I was listening to people like Ninja Man and Bounty and all these kind of people.
Yeah.
And, do you know what I mean? But on a different level, kind of, I mean, when I say reggae, I don't kind of mean dancehall. I kind of mean kind of old time, do you know what I mean, reggae, mummy and daddy reggae, and even
Dennis Brown,
kind of Dennis Brown,
John Holt.
You got it, do you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Gregory and kind of all these people,
yeah.
Alton Ellis, all these
Yeah,
people
yeah,
kind of thing. I grew up on that kind of music.
Yeah.
And even to today, do you know what I mean? I kind of try to keep up with the latest kind of, you got Taurus Riley and you got Connix.
That's right,
and
that's
you
right,
got,
that's right.
do you know what I mean? You got the kind of the newbies that are kind of making reggae current. But for me, I find that reggae is a form of poetry for me. In the way in which the kind of, I don't know, the words are kind of delivered, and do you know what I mean, the metaphors that are used and stuff. So I think a lot of my, I'm not saying that my poetry is inspired by reggae as such, but I think my kind of interest in reggae as a whole kind of has an impact on kind of why I write and how I write. I believe that reggae is a big form of expression, and it kind of, especially when we talk about freedom and all these things, do you know what I mean, when you take it back, do you know what I mean, reggae was used as a form of expression to kind of, do you know what I mean, for freedom for people and emancipation. So for me, I kind of draw very close links between reggae and poetry, which are two of my greatest loves, I would say.
Real talk. All right, this is nothing to do with the interview, but since we're talking about reggae, and I want to ask you a question. How do you feel about the whole Vibes Cartel situation? I know this ain't got nothing to do with the interview, but now we're on this reggae and Jamaica and all that, and he's a big part. How do you feel about that?
I feel like the problem is, right now, it's hearsay. No one doesn't know. Do you know what I mean? Whether he did it or whether he didn't. But I'm not on the bandwagon of Free Cartel, because if he's a guilty man, then he should be charged as another guilty man. And I feel like there's so much more emphasis on the fact that Cartel's in prison than the fact that there's a man that's dead, there's a man whose children are never going to see him again, his family's never going to see him again. To me, it come like Cartel was in Butlins, he's in there, he's making music, he's still making money, like, do you know what I mean? So he's, in a sense, I thought that prison was kind of taking away your rights, taking away your freedom, but he's being allowed to still do the things that kind of, that is him, music is him.
Perks
and
of the job,
and it's big perks for him, because he is all about music, and from the time he's still doing that, then is he really locked up?
Yeah, he's like, you got 35 years. He's gone.
And he'll be making music for 35 years. He'll be alright, man.
Alright. Excellent. Alright, so what's been your best moment in your poetry journey, you know, on that road? What's been your best moment that you can think that, that really made me proud, or that made me feel like I was a million that day?
I would say launching my
Besides today.
Besides today, I would say launching my own spoken words poetry night, which I did last year, February, and it literally just started off as a simple idea, spoke to a few friends about it, and literally just took it and ran with it. And here we have it now, Stage It Right. Been going for a year and a half now. So for me, that's a big achievement. That is something that I was kind of able to do single-handedly, and whereas I'm able to kind of take it from a smaller level onto bigger things.
Yeah, that's very big.
That's
very
a big achievement for me.
Big up for that. That was a big move.
Cheers, mate.
All right. So last but least, what advice can you give to anybody that wants to do poetry, you know, singing, music, whatever? What advice can you give to someone as you've already walked that road?
I'm still walking that road, to be honest.
Yeah.
The biggest thing I would say is believe in yourself. In any aspect of life, in anything you're going to do, it's all about believing in yourself. If you believe in yourself and you believe that you can do it, then nothing can stop you.
That's
whether
right.
you're good or you're bad, you believe in yourself, there's nothing that's going to stop you. So, and who's to judge whether you're good or whether you're bad? Do you know what I mean? You be your own judge of.
Yeah, self-belief, right?
Yeah, self-belief. Just, do you know what I mean, self-belief, self-praise. I know they say self-praise is no praise and whatever, but if I don't praise myself, if you don't praise yourself, you can't just wait around for other people to do that for you.
Real
So
talk.
yeah, I'd definitely say just believe in yourself and just give it 100%. There's no point in doing anything if you're not going to give it, do you know what I mean, your full attention or as much attention as it needs to kind of get to where it needs to be at. So yeah,
Okay.
that's my advice.
Excellent. All right. So it was lovely talking to you.
And
Can
you
you
too.
can you give out some leads so people can get hold of you?
So you can catch us on Twitter, or catch me. I always say us, but yeah, us because it's my community. We're a community,
that's right,
so
that's right.
us. So you can catch me on Twitter at Stage It Right. That's WRITE. You can catch me on Instagram, same Stage It Right. Facebook, Stage It Right. Yeah, and you can just shout at me if you want to be involved in any of our shows or kind of just anything kind of to do with poetry, spoken word, live music, kind of anything along those lines.
So you do a whole mixture of.
Yeah, I like to
It's not just poetry.
It's predominantly poetry, but we kind of welcome, do you know what I mean, other kind of talents. So we do welcome kind of live music. We've had quite a few kind of rappers and artists that have come and performed. Rap in its sense is kind of a form of poetry when you kind of think about it anyway.
Slow down, innit?
Yeah, exactly. So predominantly, yeah, do you know what I mean, we kind of emphasise on the kind of poetry and the spoken word, but we do kind of welcome kind of artists that are on a conscious level.
So no gang banging and this and that, lick off your head and one of my jugs and my money and my gun.
Hoes and all of that,
Right.
no.
So no Vibe Cartel lyrics.
No Vibe Cartel, no. Chronics, we want Chronics lyrics, that's what we want.
All right. Bless up, yeah. Thank you for coming to receive this interview
You're
today.
very welcome.
And you're a star and you got to keep it up.
I will do.